Time to get back up in this algorithm shit. Y'all hit subscribe to the channel if you're new. Shouts out to the Band-Aid gang. Let's go. We got another exclusive live like we always do. Band-Aid gang. Long live Dolph. Y'all get in this live. We got the exclusive. Band-Aid gang. A lot of shit going on in YouTube streets. We about to put it out here. Let's go. I said, damn. Y'all know how we hold it. Let's go. Y'all get up in here. Band-Aid gang. We beat you. It's another one. Another exclusive live. We gonna break this shit down. So what they did was try to do us all type of ways. We back. Y'all hit that like button before you step in the building. Let's get this algorithm shut up. Let's go. I said, damn. We back up in this motherfucker, man. Like we never left. Did I mention that we always stay on top of the game and we always exclusive with this shit? We must have left that shit out. But y'all gonna catch this shit. Y'all gonna catch it tonight. Y'all get in here. Band-Aid gang in this bitch. We appreciate everything everybody has done putting in. We right here. So what we gonna do basically tonight is walk them all the way down and let them know we don't miss a beat. We don't miss a beat when it comes to this Dolph shit. And they love when I narrate it. So I'm right here. Let's go. I said, damn. I am C-Dub, Mr. I ain't said a word, but you know what I'm saying? And I said, damn, this is Band-Aid gang. We beat you channel, and we hold this bitch down. Shouts out to the whole Dolph sector and everybody that been holding this shit down. Yeah, I'm the voice of this shit. Y'all get up in this bitch. 19 in the building. Double tap that screen, because we about to start this shit off. Happy weekend, everybody. Hope everybody's staying safe, staying prayed up, staying blessed, and how you never stress. What up, Cupcake? We got Cupcake in the building. I said, damn, we got an exclusive live, y'all. We gonna walk them down, but see, we sit back and wait and let everybody do what they do, then we come clean that mess. Let's get it. Well, I'm the janitor of this motherfucker. Boy, I come to clean this motherfucking shit up. I said, damn. Shouts out to the gang. Shouts out to the gang. Band-Aid gang, we beat you. Long live Dolph. We got some more exclusive lives. I'm sorry I'm late, gang, but it was matter. I sat back. Yeah, you know I sat back and watched this shit from the bushes. And they still ain't came out with the shit and break it down like we do. And I said, damn. But I wasn't going to wait that much longer. I said, damn. This Band-Aid gang, man. Y'all know how I hold this shit down. Y'all get in here. Shouts out to Kimberly 007. Shouts out to all the people that's in this Dolph sector that been watching what's going on in the streets. Because we don't miss a beat. Did I mention that? I must have left that part out. We back with another one. Long live Dolph. And we gonna make sure of that shit. We gonna make sure of that shit. Band-Aid gang. What up, gang? Let's go. I said, damn. What's up, Band-Aid gang? What's up, Kimberly 007 in the building? Now, gang, it's been a lot, been happening. They've been bringing out the footage with Hernandez Gotti when it continuing the interview with No Jumper. So, we're gonna give our review, our recap on it. There was a lot of things said that, Hernandez Gotti, and he don't really do that much thinking. He just try to get it fast, get in and get out, right? So we everybody's heard now. Govan, you're not that smart and you do shit. So on this live, I was listening to Govan, right? And he said some shit. Now I'm gonna play the video, right? Um, on one of his interviews before I pull out my commentary and pop him on that, right? Because, but watching him, right? Um, he said some things in this interview that I'm gonna play for everybody, and it was actually crazy that he said it. But listening to him say it, we were able to break this shit down. Did I let that? I must have let that out. We got 39. Let's run. But the way we break it down is different. Fair use commentary. Salute to everybody that's coming in. I'm rocking the show for a while tonight. So I'm glad everybody came through again. People that just walked in late, please don't tap the screen. So I'm going to get ready to rock the show. Let's go. Band-Aid. So it was quite crazy, but we're gonna play this from the top, and then I found some clues that you guys gonna trip out on. First of all, now this is where he messes up. No, it's crazy. We all know from being 10 toes down with this Dolph situation to where we already know. The process of speeding it up, Hernandez goes off fans and people that's been watching this case, the speed up once again, and be talking about and pops itself like he always does. Now, I'm not going to tell you the yet that I found out how this shit all added up to some things that he said. Let's go.
And Joe kind of just shrugged it off. He didn't really take it. He didn't really.
What up, Spider?
Or what?
I mean,
they did get to have that conversation with him. Probably.
Yeah. He most definitely had
a
conversation.
Now listen to this.
To my surprise, Juke didn't say, "You don't know what you're talking about." Juke knew what he was talking about. Matter of fact, Juke asked him, "How did he know that?"
Well, how do you know? You see what I'm saying, gang? How does Juke know, Band-Aid gang? What up, Spider? How does Hernandez Govan know what he asked if he didn't go back in? Because we know that story is a fucking lie. That Cornelius never lied once on that stand. It did not benefit him to lie. He was going down. Not benefit him in any form and fashion to tell a lie. And all of us know that. So Hernandez Govan slips up more, and he always, you guys notice that he tells a little bit more every time he does an interview. Because he's a rat. So he reveals it. Now, it's fun and games with Hernandez. So listen to this, gang.
He didn't really take it. He didn't really pay attention to it, or what?
I mean,
they did get to have that conversation with him. Probably.
Yeah. He most definitely had the conversation, and to my surprise, Juke didn't say, "You don't know what you're talking about."
Right, and you knew that because you and Juke spoke many times afterwards. You spoke to Juke after the unaliving of Adolph Thornton. Double tap that screen, hit that like button, game. Let's run it up. We need 50 likes tonight. That's all I'm asking. Hello, Elisa. How you doing? So, we already know. So, Hernandez Govan gets deeper. But I'm going to pop his ass again, like I always do. And I'm not talking about with no gun. I'm going to pop when he pops himself with his own words. This is what we do. Band-Aid gang. Let's go.
Juke knew what he was talking about. Matter of fact, Juke asked him, how did he know that? And he said that Dolph had an aunt or a cousin or something over there that lived by his dad, and Dolph had been bragging on the drill. That he, sent some people to get over it.
Dolph had been bragging on the drill. Now, I want y'all to remember, because I'm going to go back, and he's talking about Dolph's cousin. Now, remember what he said. Dolph's cousin was bragging on a drill. On the drill. Now, I'm going to show you what a setup came in as we continue to watch. And as I thought about this, watching this, I'm like, cousin. So what we did was, Band-Aid gang, we bent back in reverse. So we could do them all type of ways. See, nobody drop this shit like I really do drop it. I don't play no games, bro. I'm not no shade to the Dolph sector. But you know what? Our history with this shit, with the Hernandez shit. What up, man, boy? 43 in the building. Salute to man, boy, everybody. So this is what I'm trying to tell you. He continues to tell and tell on himself, right? We know that. But I want you to, when I give you this shit tonight, you gonna think real good. You're gonna be like, damn, when I pop him on this one. Cause see, this shit goes back to, this shit go to Teron Ingram. This is going back to Ingram. This is gonna go back to Ingram, right? All right, we gonna show you. Let's go.
We got it. And Gotti was in the Rolls Royce bulletproof truck.
Damn.
That's how that
Gets deep.
All right, so what was to your knowing, what was Cornelius and Straight Drop's relationship at that time?
Now look,
you knew both of them separately, but they happened to
me
both
neither,
be at
man.
your crib the same.
yeah, so you know, it's like by Cornelius coming over regularly to buy pills, which, you know, that was basically my relationship with him. You know, some days he might try to, you know, hang around or sit around. You know how some of them do when they get sort of comfortable a little bit or whatever. Now he done got into the big bro now.
Watch what I get ready to show y'all.
So, you know.
And when I tell you this.
Just chill or whatever. And, of course, you know, he might see Drop or whatever, you know, going to come and they might just so happen to be there at the same time or however, you know. But
Band-Aid gang.
Have a relationship, so to speak.
He gives up a lot of information. We gonna pop him.
What's up, you know what I'm saying, or whatever, you know, and they were never kicking it on their own or riding around or nothing like that. You know.
Double tap the screen. Thank you for the likes.
Drop.
Now watch
He
this.
just gave an impression to Drop that he was, you know, like that, you know, in the streets or whatever.
That made no sense. What kind of influence on the person that's about to allegedly get a record deal from CMG? The name mentioned so many times. You're about to get a record deal from CMG. And all of a sudden, a dope fiend comes out, man, hey man, there was somebody that tried to shoot up Gotti. Let's go get him. All right, gang, let's go ahead and get him. It doesn't add up, Hernandez. See, Hernandez Govan keep on saying he knows he had nothing to do with it. And the only thing that he's thinking of that's holding his brain cell right is saying that he actually didn't pull the trigger. That's the only thing. Hernandez Govan had a lot, and he's holding on to that, hoping that the Most High really forgive him for that. But I bet you that man wouldn't put his hands on a stack of Bibles and say that he didn't have nothing to do with it. And we know that. And we're about to get that. Did I mention that? See, one thing when I talk to Cupcake and everybody that the people that support this channel that really got boots on the ground, we know we getting the Rico. We know why the National Guard is in Memphis. We know why the National Guard is in Memphis. They're about to clean up. And don't forget Hernandez Govan. We know that the big Juke case isn't solved. And you know it. See, it's written all over your face because you know it. And see what I'm going to do, I'm going to haunt you with this mouthpiece. I'm going to haunt you with this mouthpiece. I'm going to give you all that work with this mouthpiece. I'm going to make it haunt you, gang. Hey, what up, Dale Green? I'm going to make it haunt you. Because you evil, gang. You're evil. So we're actually seeing a rat in true time. Your paperwork is out on you. Everything. Everything. So let's continue, gang, before we get on their ass. Let's go, Band-Aid gang. Double tap that screen if you just got in. Let's go.
Whatever the case may be. And if what the jury said happened is true, then maybe Drop at the last minute or whatever felt like, you know, let me get somebody who said he liked it and they say he liked it and just, you know.
But you're not telling us why did, see, y'all missing this. Why did he do it, though? He did it for money. He did it for more than, so anybody that's new, it was more than $100,000 for the unaliving of Dolph. Let's not think it was, that's what they told them ducks. They told them goofies that. Hernandez Govan was going to get his on the back end. He was going to get a little bit of this from them, and it was a bigger reward on the back end that he was going to walk it. He just found him some goofies to go do it. Ain't that right, Hernandez Govan? Ain't that right? I know you'd hate me, but it's true. So what they did was, Band-Aid Gang, thank you guys for the likes. Thank everybody. Thank you for the new subscriber. We got a new subscriber. What up, Billy? Thank you, Billy, for the subscribe. So what you did is, see, everybody know I be kicking these facts over here, bro. I kick them hard. Memphis is about to be locked down for a reason. Locked down for a reason. And I'm going to get to that. Band-Aid Gang, let's go.
But it was never a close relationship. They ain't never have a bond or none of that, you know what I'm saying? And I can adamantly say that.
You just said that you said Dolph was bragging to his cousin about the hit that he tried to do on Yo Gotti.
So
watch this. Watch this.
Juke asked Cornelius how did he know about the attempted hit.
Now listen the way he's saying it, like he done had a total long ass conversation, right? Y'all hearing this? With Big Juke. But he didn't give that impression, remember? Now it came from him going back in the house to now Cornelius catches Big Juke leaving the house. You see, but we know this story is fabricated. We know that Cornelius went inside of the house. And just like he said, this little C, the one that put in the work on Paper Wow Woo. That was true. So now you telling me Cornelius just waited outside. I'm going to just sit back here and wait on him to come out the house. And then approach him? It didn't add up. It don't add up. See, the more and more, I spoke to an officer today, and the officer said the more and more they get messy, they slipping. Hey, this shit gonna come right back, gang. He's going down. See, but he don't know it because he's not that smart. But Adam, Vlad, have set this boy up, let alone him setting himself up. See what I'm saying? Band-Aid Gang, let's go.
On his brother, Cornelius said that Dolph had a cousin or an aunt that lived by his dad. And
there you go. I want y'all to pay attention to what he just said. A cousin or an aunt. Now let me, I just can't hold it. I got to tell y'all. That cousin, now remember this, because Crunchy Black is going to say something after I play Crunchy, right? Damn, I just don't want to tell you now. Let's go. Now remember, I just want y'all to remember what he just said, gang. He said there was a cousin. There was a cousin. And we gonna get to that. Let's go.
Bragging about it. And that's how he supposedly knew about it. And that's how they went.
But it was a well-kept enough secret that...
What it was, now I'm gonna give you this. It wasn't the cousin that Cornelius told. Cornelius didn't say that. Drop did. Drop did. And Teron Ingram did. Because see, what they did was, watch this. They tried to, hey, Minister Joyce, what they did was, I'm going to do them all type of ways with this. When they had, remember Dolph's cousin testified in the courtroom, it goes back to that. See, y'all remember when Crunchy Black said what? Crunchy Black said the house across the street was owned by Dolph's people. The same, now watch this, y'all. The same place they found the car. So the cousin was in the car with Teron Ingram. Y'all remember that? That's what the cousin said. He was in the car with Teron Ingram. But guess what they did? They tried to make it all a setup and made it look like when Gotti's baby mama got injured and that other lady died. When they took the car and did that shooting, they was trying to make it look like Dolph did that Dolph had something to do with that. Are y'all tracking me now? That's what they were doing, trying to make it look like Dolph had something to do with that, and his cousin, because that's why they parked at the gas station and switched the cars and told him to drive for a minute and told him to pump the gas. Because that was the mission. To put that car over there and blame that shooting on Dolph. That's why they had the cousin out there. Yes, it was a cousin bragging. The cousin that did the cousin that took the stand. That was the one. And he told on himself. But they was setting him up too. And they was going to take the car and put it in Dolph's family's yard. Now, we don't know if Dolph might have owned that home. Do we know if it's a possibility? Could Hernandez Govan move there and just watching Dolph the whole time? Hell, I'm going to move right across the street from him. And when they was shooting that video over there, that was probably total disrespect to Dolph as well. Dolph, we watching you. Don't come back to Memphis. We'll shoot a video on your property. Hide the vehicle that shot that girl on your property. And guess who was driving the car because they had footage of it? His own cousin switched the car. Ingram told him to drive the car. The lawyer said it. They was setting the whole setup on that shit then to put that unaliving on Dolph. Hit the like button. I don't play no motherfucking games. That's what they did. That was the cousin that was talking, the one that took the stand. Go back to the first trial on Straight Drop's trial, Justin Johnson's trial, and you're going to see that cousin say that. And the cousin even admitted, what did he say, y'all? The cousin said, hey, we was trying to get rid of that car. So the cousin caught himself up in the lie. Okay, if you was just there to get a ride, that's what his cousin said. He just picked me up and take you to ride. Well, why weeks prior that they was trying to give the car to y'all family members? I said, damn. Hey, Coral. Hey, Damon. Hey, Lake. What up, Erie? See, you gotta watch this shit because Hernandez gives up information. And he just give up piece by piece by piece. But this is definitely showing that he set up Gotti. Now it's at the time, Gotti, your ass is popped, bro. Ain't no coming back, bro. Everything that we did, we sat here and squeezed it. We squeezed the lemon juice out your ass. Go in and get the sad thing about it, all of it's documented, bro. Dude ain't doing nothing but doing documentation, signing paperwork. And we beat you, bro. Let's go. It's coming. And it's coming fast. Let's go.
Hadn't even heard about it. Just think about it. It wasn't even never on social media.
Watch this.
Gotti's just so secretive. He never reported it. Street nigga, he ain't gonna report it. Or whatever.
Listen, street nigga.
It never made his way.
Street nigga, he ain't gonna report it. But see, y'all gotta also, it be so many twists and turns with this case because it's very deep. See, they might hit Dolph, but y'all gotta remember, not Dolph, they might hit Gotti from a Rico from the stuff that happened in Charlotte. He could get the Rico off of that. They could bring him in off of that. And then turn around and pop his ass and tie all of this in. See, it's a lot of people in Memphis getting pulled in off the street. A lot of people. Who the hell, think about it, gang. We don't know who was driving the white truck. We know that white SUV was across the street from Govan house. Govan got cameras. The police know. He said they was trying to give him immunity to get Gotti, gang. Said it on here. They was gonna give me immunity they wanted Gotti and Jook. They got Gotti and Jook already. Because of you. You're trying to clear your name, right? Like it ain't you, that's why you're doing this interview. But you already know they coming. You didn't take immunity, but you took a proffer. Make it make sense, Band-Aid gang. He didn't take the immunity, but he took a proffer agreement. But ain't none of us, but we know over here on this channel, that we didn't see anything, form and fashion, that you seen where a proffer could have been agreed on, right? Right? No, nothing that we can see broad day. That's why I keep telling y'all, gang, the proper agreement. Thank you for the new subscriber, Marion. The proper agreement was that he went down there and paid the money. Doesn't it make sense? Hernandez Govan paid money. He the one that came down and paid for their attorneys, gang. I want y'all to let the proper know that, okay, the money came from Gotti. I went down there and that money that I paid, because they know he has something to do with laundering. He has no job. And as a lawyer, this case was over $1 million case. You think they don't know that already? You think they don't know that? The car was across the street. Thank you, minister. He's going back to jail, gang. But he might not. Didn't you hear what he said? They want Gotti. They want Gotti. And the way this dude's mannerism and how comfortable he seems, he already know. He's like, I'm going to be all right. My proper, hey, they getting Gotti. They're getting Gotti. And it makes you think Gotti's pissed at him, because anybody in a right mind, gang, why would Gotti let him, hasn't talked to him, but we know they spoke, even go do interviews? Why not pay him to shut the fuck up? I said, damn. I'd be like, bro, I'll pay you to shut the fuck up. But why is he doing it? Because he don't fuck with Gotti. He don't give a fuck about Gotti. And guess what? The Memphis police, he riding around Memphis. I'ma just ride around Memphis, knowing the National Guard. Yeah, the National Guard is there to protect him. That's why he won't leave Memphis. He know they protecting his ass until they get the paperwork done, gang. Until they goddamn bring this Rico. I said, damn. Double tap that screen. Let's go, gang. I'm giving to you now. Let's go.
To the net or whatever. So, I had never heard of it at that point.
But you know being in the streets, and then you said you had a relationship with Dolph somewhat. You can kind of see it maybe being true. Like,
see, look.
Why wouldn't he want to get
look at Adam.
Shooting at me?
Adam, no. Look at Adam.
I could see that, but me being
Look.
who I am.
Look at Adam. Adam was texting on his phone then. Adam's storing all the information in. All right, ask him that question. I got him. I'm going to tap it in. Look. Watch Adam, gang. Adam tapping that shit in, gang.
I had never heard of it at that point.
But you know.
Look at Adam. Watch Adam's eyes. Look at Adam.
With Dolph, somewhat.
Adam tapping it in. Look.
Being true. Like, why wouldn't he?
Look at Adam.
Want to get back at somebody shooting at me?
Look at Adam, guy.
Definitely.
Adam on his ass.
Me being who I am, I'm thinking I would have heard that. But they just did a great job of keeping it under wraps, you know what I'm saying, so it was music to my ears the day that I heard that.
Now you heard that?
You had to call it.
I could see that, but me being who I am, I'm thinking I would have heard that. But they did a great job of keeping it under wraps, you know what I'm saying, so.
They didn't do no job of keeping it under wraps, gang. Because you said that Juke, you explained to us everything that Juke asked Cornelius. He explained everything that Juke asked Cornelius. So explain to me, gang, how you surprised and it was... See, then he said it was music to his ears. Did y'all listen to that? Did you pay attention to that? He said it was music to his ears. That don't sound like... That shouldn't have been music to your ears when two guys that you hear this information come out. That is music to your ears? That it's a possibility now that Gotti gets a Rico? Y'all got to pay attention to what these people are saying. And thank you for the new subscribers. Let's go, Band-Aid Gang.
It was music to my ears the day that I heard that.
How would it be music to his ears?
Call it, what do you think started the beef between Gotti and Dolph in the first place?
I just think,
because they say he didn't sign.
Yeah, I just think that the music deal, you know what I'm saying, the potential music deal went bad. I just think when when Gotti allegedly, from what Dolph said, talked down on his artists.
Now watch this.
To him when he was trying to sign him, when he was like, I ain't gotta hold your hand, like I gotta hold Starlito hand, like I gotta hold Zed hand, and you know you got your own motion and whoop. And Dolph did a few interviews saying how Gotti was a sucker in his eyes for.
Now Teron said he plead to the feds is going to get a Rico on CMG. The blind leading the blind. Let me pin that, gang. Facts. That's facts. The blind leading the blind. Let's go.
Talking down on his artists to him to try to sign him. So I think they just, you know, all they just played a part in it, you know, and just one thing led to another.
There you go.
Start being made and.
Well, I bet you Gotti said, man, this nigga, man, I want to get this nigga, but I can't go to Memphis because they got the National Guard there protecting him. I said, damn. Y'all notice when he went out of town, they came in, right? Y'all notice the National Guard comes right in after the Dolph trial. Y'all notice that? Right in after the Dolph trial, bro. And ZZ say Moneybag staying away from Gotti. Show is. A lot of them are. But a lot of them go. A lot of them going in that Rico gang. Moneybag Yo might be going into Rico too, gang. Moneybag Yo hands ain't clean in this. Black Youngster hands ain't clean in this. Because y'all got to always go back and remember. It was more than $100,000 on Dolph's head. Go there and win and type that shit up for them goofies and gave it to them. This is what they worth. Nah, nigga. They was worth a lot more money, and that money was being laundered and passed around. Who knows? Allegedly, when Gotti came and gave Moneybag Yo all that money for his birthday, who does that? I'ma just make it look like it's your birthday. But I need y'all to pass this money. This that Dolph money we finna put up. And look, Teron say it got some real street niggas' attention. Yes, it does. It was over $1 million. Exactly, Antoine. So they was putting all that shit on camera. Think about why Gotti puts shit on camera. When he's giving people money. When he's doing all of this shit on camera. When he count money on the pool table. All that shit is to make it look like that. But that's laundering, moving shit around. Dolph money. But you got to go back and check the dates of that. Most of that shit was happening in 2021. Go look at the videos around the same time, bro. You just got to watch this shit happen, bro, in real life. But be thankful that we're able to watch this, bro. Because we going to see how the ancestors work. I'm a true believer in the Most High. I always say this. It's going to happen. And the shit, I ain't gonna lie, the shit that I put out the day after tomorrow, that shit gonna get me in trouble. But hopefully it don't. Yeah, I said damn, because see, the shit that I put out on these streets, boy, I don't play no games. Hell no. I'm giving you facts. Wait till I show y'all this shit. I'm finna do them all type of way. I let these people that on this internet do what the fuck they want to do until it's our time. But when it becomes our time, we drop gems, gang. I got some gems for you on that Charlie Kirk. Y'all see the thumbnail? Go check my upcoming video coming up. Boy, we gonna do them all type of ways. And yeah, I'm gonna kick them in their ass. Let's go, Band-Aid gang.
And there you have it, you know. Everybody would want to be like, you know, they ain't going and they superior and ain't nobody, don't nobody want to stand down.
He's saying Gotti's superior. Don't nobody want to stand down. Tell
like
him.
the bond Dolph had with Gucci Mane, kind of like.
Of course.
Because at the time they were saying that, you know, I think Shakur was messing around with Yo Gotti, messing around.
I mean, Yo, the interviewer, and he said that on camera. So I don't think Gotti will get on. I don't think he'll risk his reputation and all of that on camera by saying that and it ain't true.
Because we've seen
Were you born between 1979 and 1989? If so, you can get $500 to spend at Nike.
Gucci squash his beefs from that era of his life, 2013, 2014. A lot of people, he's basically...
Double tap the screen. Let's get them likes up, everybody.
Exceptions. Gotti's one of them. Waka Flocka's one of them. Yeah. That we just still haven't really seen them get cool. And there was a lot of rumors or stories being told about Gotti pulling up at Gucci's house with a gun and shit like that.
I don't know.
Look.
I don't think that's true. I think when they had the issue back in the day about
look how much he knows.
They had the issue when Gotti was supposed to drop on 10/17.
Okay, yeah.
And they had a show coming up soon, right after they Gucci.
Word is, and allegedly, it's so easy to figure out that Hernandez Govan is just strictly a hitman, bro. He's the leader of a group of hitmen. And the people that do the hit, it don't matter. Hell, they went and shot up Gotti's baby mama and shot at her. Then went around and then unalived Dolph. They don't care as long as the money. This man is not loyal to nobody, bro. If the money right, he gonna take out Gotti. If the money right, he gonna take out the group of them boys, the Trula Mafia. They ain't got no love for nobody. Trula Mafia is some sneaky boys. They'll chill with you like it's cool, and then unalive your ass. At the end of the day, that's what I'm getting out of Trula, gang. Brown paper boys. That's it. They did 2 drills, gang, in that car. More than 2 drills. But one of the drills was on at Gotti family. And then the next one was at Dolph's. An unalive Dolph. What's up, my boss? Happy Friday. We just giving it to you, gang. I'm not going to hold nothing back. I'm just give it to you raw. Hernandez Govan has no loyalty to nobody. And I'm telling you now, Gotti is scared of Hernandez Govan. Gotti is scared of Hernandez Govan. And you know what? Hernandez Govan knows it. Because Gotti's not an unaliver. Hernandez Govan is. That shit ain't nothing new to Hernandez Govan. He will unalive your ass, bro. And now think about it. This is what he does, bro. And Gotti is scared of him. That's why he walks around Memphis doing what the fuck he want to. A lot of them is scared of him. And he knows it. And that's just it. Let's go.
Went on the radio or whatever it was and had his rant. And so from what I was told, Gucci didn't show up to that show because it supposed to have been like immediate smoke after that. And he didn't show up or whatever. But yeah, so if he didn't squash his beef with Yo like he did everybody else, I think it's
Band-Aid gang. Thank you for the 30 likes.
His wife. And no disrespect to her, but would you be willing to squash some beef with somebody who had sex with your wife?
Hey, what up, Bobby? Thank you. Subscribe to the channel.
Maybe while you was in prison, I don't know when it was or whatever. Oh Lord. It's supposed to be your friend.
Especially it's like if they've disrespected your girl. Like it's one thing if maybe they slept together before you were together.
How does he even have an opinion in it? It's 7 dingalings that sat on his girl head. How do you even have opinion on what's disrespect to your woman, gang? Weirdos. Who are these people, gang? Who are these people, bro? Let's go, man.
So that's probably the reason you'll never see that beef squash.
Because you basically have to go against his wife.
But what I don't understand is how you could be mad at Gotti and not be mad at your wife.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess, just...
Band-Aid gang. Let's go, gang. Double tap the screen for the likes. Let's run it up.
Me, from where I'm from, I ain't gonna be mad at him and not be mad at her.
I mean, when I interviewed Stan G, who, I don't know, does that name mean anything to you? You a Stan G fan?
There you go, instigating. Now you know that he not a Stan G fan. And Govan's so shiesty, he didn't get Stan G his money back. Like, damn, bro. Give her that little 500. But see, you don't want to give Stan G no credit. And Stan G, goddamn, gave you an interview. See, Adam a shit starter. And we've already established that. But see, the only thing about it, why you bring up Stan G name, Stan G ain't signed no proper agreement. See, y'all better start figuring out what that proper agreement was. I told you what the proper agreement was. Gotti. And he said it on the interview after this. They wanted Gotti and Juke. They knew who they wanted. And that's what you gave them, Hernandez Govan. You gave them Gotti. Because you know. You also gave them, see, we gonna find, guess what else gonna pop up, gang? Watch what I tell you. I can't make this shit up. They about to catch who. How much y'all want to bet? I'm calling it now. The people that unalive Juke, that's about to come out. Watch what I tell you. The unalivers of Juke is about to come out, gang. Now they about to solve. Why you think they down there, gang? Exactly. Tehran say, I never understood. Why would you destroy your brother in front of the enemy of the black culture? Man boy say, Adam 22, please, bruh. You know made a big ding-a-ling, brother, step with your girl, gang. Facts. They're about to, I'm telling you, the unaliving of Juke is coming. It's coming. See, now, Hernandez Govan, like our people knows about a lot of unsolved unalivings. And he's giving them everything they want. That's why he's free. And we didn't know they offered him an immunity. He came out and told you, gang. They offered me immunity. They knew who they wanted. They wanted Gotti and Juke. What made that's a bold statement, wouldn't you say? Wouldn't you say that's a I don't give a fuck statement? On what name? I'm not scared. Basically saying I'm not scared to bring your name up, Yo Gotti. I'm not scared to bring your name up. You scared of me. I'm not scared to bring your name up, bruh. Because why is he even mentioning Gotti's name so much? Because they know. He told you. Why did you think? Just think about it. See, I'm dragging him. Why would you think that he would say that? That they wanted, they offered me immunity. They wanted Juke and Gotti. So that makes him look better when they come, just setting it out to know that, hey, they know Juke and Gotti had something to do with this. To throw it off of him. But we already know. He thinks this is a throw off, but people that have been following the Dolph trial know this is not a throw off to us, bro. We're not falling for the banana in the tailpipe. I said, damn, let's go. Big gang.
Am I a Stan G fan?
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't know he was anybody to be a fan of.
Well, he's a content creator.
Well, you went to his show?
Did pretty well. Some of the clips went pretty viral.
Yeah, that probably was more so because of you and your friends.
Okay. But anyway, one thing that Stan said, was that he said that basically like Gucci, if he doesn't like you, he will take the rappers who might have a little bit of buzz from your section and sign them and basically like kind of go out of his way to create controversy or beef with dudes from your section, and that in Stan's mind is the explanation for why certain artists from Memphis got signed to Gucci, is basically because that was Gucci's way of sort of subliminally beefing with Gotti.
Double tap the screen. Thank y'all for the likes. I'm about to play some commentary. Now we know where this situation goes. Fair use commentary.
I think who whoever that person is you're talking about is right to a certain extent, because you know, for him to have his talent all over the world, and he had hella interest in the artists here. I mean, well, in Memphis, and
thank you for the new subscribers.
The artists that he signed were artists that was in, I guess, rival neighborhoods, things like that. You know, Gucci ain't dumb at all. You know, so I do think there was a way of like subliminally.
Gucci is not Gucci, gang. That's not Gucci, man, gang. That's another goddamn clone. I said, damn.
CEO, and you know, I can't tell, I guess, so to speak.
And it's like, from Gucci's perspective, it's like if he could spend 20K, 30K, whatever it might be to sign an artist, and then basically create like a permanent thorn in the side of a major rapper that he does not get along with. I mean, that's kind of attractive. He doesn't have to get his hands dirty at all, and he basically like creates an op for him in his own city.
Now, I'm not gonna hold on to that. I'm gonna play what I already got for everybody. I want y'all to pay attention to this real quick. Gonna get straight to it. Show you guys this. All right, while we getting everything done, please double tap the screen. Let's get this shown. Let me show you this. I put this quickly together for everybody. Wanted to show you guys this.
Okay, and Big Jook is the brother.
Okay, now, I just want to run it back, let you know we on top of what we doing. Let's go, BNA gang.
Okay, and Big Jook is the brother of Yo Gotti. Yes, sir. Now, what's your relationship with Yo Gotti?
Listen.
I don't have a relationship with him. I never did any big.
I don't have a relationship with him. I never met him. Never done no business with him at all. Now, there's another video where he said, I've never talked to this man, never seen him, nothing. Now, listen.
Business with him whatsoever. That's why it was strange to me, all the comments and hoorah on social media accusing me of doing things that was absolutely not true, because I never had any dealings with Yo Gotti whatsoever, period.
No dealings. Y'all heard that? He said he had no dealings whatsoever with Gotti. So what makes you go back and say something different, gang? Is he a dope fiend? What type of shit was he on? Had that Adam 12 couldn't have been able to get away with this clown. 1998 to 2012. But he knows, ZZ said he knows everything that's going on. Absolutely. So what would make him turn around and say different, Band-Aid gang? And what I'm saying though, because he's already telling. He's been lying his butt off. That's why he says he's going back in. Band-Aid gang, let's go.
Now, what about you? The only time I can remember having a conversation with Yo.
The only time he could remember, he said he had no dealings with the man. Remember that? Now if you want to try to lie your ass up out of this big head motherfucker, you try to lie your ass out, you can't lie. I'm going to pop you every time, gang. The feds got their foot on his neck. There you go. Well, you need to leak a little bit more. See, because he leaking shit. See, that's why we brought these Band-Aids. Because he keep leaking. These motherfuckers keep leaking, gang. And we come and patch your ass right back up. Yeah, he gonna patch your ass up. Now what? And I like that. I like that comment, Minister Joyce. I like that comment, Deron Nelson. The feds got their foot on his neck. You think that Manny ain't telling this boy? Why hasn't he stopped? With his lawyer, he's on a mission. Manny was on a mission. Let's go.
Was over the phone years ago.
Over the phone years ago. You just didn't say that. You ain't say that. None. You never said it on Vlad. You said it earlier on this same, on No Jumper. Then you come back, you keep changing, gang. Just like Raven. Lie after fucking lie, gang. Here it is, let's go.
And you had the little rap group. I forget the name of them little niggas, but I think one of his name was Chris or Krista or something.
Telling names.
Little rap group. But anyway, I had some words with one of his artists, and I think at the time it was about a young lady or girl, and I had said a few things or whatever, and
I did that on
I
purpose.
guess the artist had went back and said something and got it.
So, see, Gotti been having access to him. How did he get the number? Ask yourself that question, Band-Aid gang. How did Gotti get directly to him to have a conversation? Because he been knowing Gotti. Why is he talking to him about artists? Because this man been in the game. Been trying to make his hustle money clean. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Like he say, Trula. Exactly. See, another thing that you need to ask yourself, gang, it's a lot of shit going on. Feds might hit the town, come back to Memphis and be like, damn, we was watching this Dolph trial, right? And we got questions. We want to know when the motherfucker pulled up in the Dodge Charger at the apartment complex that came with the medical kit. Who the fuck was that, gang? How a nigga can come up? The nigga that was driving the Charger at the apartments when straight dropping Cornelius got out wounded, came with a medical pack. They said he came with the medical pack, gang. Who was that? Why that person ain't get indicted, gang? He came and gave a medical pack. That means the person that was in the car knew these guys got shot and did an unaliving. Who y'all think was in that car? I think it was Teezy. I think Teezy was in that car. Put a one in the chat if y'all think that was Teezy. I think Teezy was in that Charger. And I think at a point in time, I can't make this shit up. I think at a point in time, gang, that Hernandez Govan was driving that white. I think Hernandez Govan at a point in time, I think Hernandez Govan had something to do with that white SUV. J Money did love Dolph and Gotti double R, and Trula was once all Trula. I am thinking that Hernandez Govan got ties to that. I think Hernandez Govan got ties to that white SUV that Straight Drop was driving. And they ain't tell us that. What, that could have been part of the proffer. Well, the car that SUV, that was mine. I just didn't know that they was taking it to go do the drill. But I think Hernandez Govan had some owning to that white SUV. I said, damn. Thank you, Damon. They know. I think Teezy was driving that fucking, and that's why he's dead too. Thank you. And that's another reason why I think Teezy was unalived. Because Teezy was driving that Charger, gang. I think Teezy was driving that Charger, gang, that pulled up with the med kit. And they knew they had to take him out too because that vehicle was on the scene and they already knew about the watch. They already knew Teezy was telling. Let's talk about it. Explain to me that. Explain to the Band-Aid gang who was driving the bluish, grayish Charger that pulled up with the med kit. If you bringing a med kit, that means you know somebody got shot. That means there was a conversation on the phone. Why didn't they bring that conversation up when in the courtroom? And do the timing of when they pulled up? We needed to know because people pay their honest tax money. They need to know, okay, what that phone call tied into the person in the med. They ain't never mentioned that, did they? Because to get in touch with the man with the med kit, there had to be a phone call. Who was the person that pulled up in the gray Charger? Answer me that. I think it was Teezy. Teron said that was all part of the cleanup job. I think it was Teezy. And I think that white SUV, Hernandez Govan, had some owning to that SUV. And I think Teezy was driving that Charger. And that's why they knocked Teezy down. Because they know at some point they went to that apartment complex. And a motherfucker in desperate need to not get caught. Shit, I know if I had them little niggas, I found that they went to that apartment complex, what is a criminal gonna do? You gonna go back to see where they was. You gonna ride, god damn, you gonna look and say, god damn, there go a camera right there. You had to go back and backtrack everywhere there was a camera because it was a possibility that motherfucker, there was some cameras watching your ass. Nelson say that's the same SUV was on Juke's crime scene. Y'all see what I'm saying? Hernandez Govan got some kind of dealing with that white SUV, and I think Teezy was driving that goddamn Charger that dropped off the med kit. Think about it, Band-Aid gang. Double tap the screen. I'm dropping some gems tonight. Now listen to this. Now listen to this. Now think about it. The feds going in town, bro. They gonna look up all that shit, bro. They gonna go back and look up all that shit that was missing. Hopefully when them feds go in, see, they ain't gonna come in and try to make it look like, they finna go clean up the desk. I wanna know what's in them drawers. Yeah, I wanna know what's in them drawers. Let's go back and regroup this whole motherfucking phone log. Let's go regroup that. Excuse us. Who was that driving that? Why these people they mentioned? See, they gotta clean up now. Hernandez Govan know it. That's why he pushing the narrative. That's why he pushing Gotti. See, I already told on Gotti, gang. They know what they doing, so now they making it look like, okay, he's not the motherfucker that really pulled it out, but we know he did. But now it's gonna look like the feds doing extra work, and they're gonna pull out this motherfucker Rico on Yo Gotti. That's why, goddamn it, Jay-Z shaking in his motherfucking boots right now. I said, damn, let's go.
Knew some people that I know, and they reached out and put us on the phone. And this is before Gotti blew up, or whatever the case may be. I think this was around the time, maybe right before he signed with Birdman or whatever the case.
Now he just told on Birdman. I said, damn. Now he just told on Birdman. And we know they wanted Birdman. We know they wanted Spider to tell on Birdman. We know what they was going for YSL for, right? We know YSL, they wanted to bring out Bird. Don't be surprised, gang, that Trump finna clean up every goddamn thing. Trump cleaning up them goddamn borders. Trump gonna have this motherfucker like Russia around this motherfucker. It's gonna be military motherfuckers walking up and down every goddamn street soon. They know what they doing, gang. Birdman ain't free either now. Boy, they know what they doing. They trying to get the Birdman the same way they were trying to get the Gotti. But do y'all see the people in red uniforms? All that blood gang. They want the blood gang, bruh. Baby of blood. Gotti looking like he a blood. Spider them was bloods. Whack 100 of blood. All these bloods they trying to get blood. I said, damn. Just pay attention to the signs and symbols, gang. Black youngster of blood. Exactly, man, boy. Why you gotta say Birdman's name? He putting it out the hell. I didn't even know that. I'm sorry, I didn't know that part. I didn't know that Gotti at one time was signed to Birdman. Did y'all? If you didn't, now you're just finding out today. Did you know that, Angel? I didn't know that Yo Gotti was signed to Birdman at one part of the time. I said, damn. So if that's the case, he just put another name out. Double tap that screen, gang. Let's get that goddamn 50 likes up. We dropping gems on their ass.
And he just reached out and was, was asking me, what was going on.
So how he find you then, gang? How the hell, see what you did? You fucked up. How the hell did Gotti just reach out and find his phone number? And then at the same time, he's so scary. He's so scary that he called him and wanted to make some peace. Scared of Trula. Scared of Trula. Band-Aid gang, let's go.
Could it be worked out or whatever? And of course it could. And we put it to bed. That was the only conversation that I ever had with this man, and that's on my kid.
Okay, I'm gonna look into that. Last name Williams. It's very powerful. Do your homework, bro. I love that. They drove Newski and Youngster's car daily. Y'all paying attention? We got them gems dropping up in here. 74 in the building. Thank y'all for the likes. Double tap the screen, or in the right-hand corner, there's 3 buttons right there. If you can double tap and get the like up, you can hit those 3 buttons and you'll find it in there. Thank you, guys. Thank you, MG Coins. Appreciate you, gang, for coming in. Appreciate you. Thank you. Shouts out to our new subscribers. Let's go, Band-Aid gang. Watch this, though. This what the key's gonna come in.
Yeah, because Cornelius,
I think he got shot too.
Watch this. So you gotta go back and peep the game, gang. So now listen to this. So remember, in the trial, this Justin Johnson trial. Now this is what I want y'all to pay attention to. You had to even go back and look at what Crunchy Black said. Crunchy Black said it right here. That property belonged to Dolph's people. And Hernandez Govan knew it. Now, if Hernandez Govan, see, like when people say this Memphis shit is deep, this Memphis shit is deep. Hernandez Govan living in a house right across the street that Dolph's family owned. They parked the car there. What's Hernandez Govan? Think about it. Hernandez Govan could have been perpetrating with Dolph. Dolph probably thought him and Hernandez Govan really didn't have no problems, Band-Aid gang. Think about it. Dolph could have been sewing up that block. Had Hernandez working for him, goddammit. Dolph could have thought Hernandez Govan was working for him. Let's just think logical. This shit is deep. Dolph could have had that block sold up, allegedly. Dolph could have had it sold up, had a relationship with Hernandez Govan. He could have trusted Hernandez Govan. It's only so much that we know. That's why this is all alleged. But you have to think about it. And the whole time he was laying on Dolph, could have been disrespect. It could have been disrespect, like, all right, Dolph, you better not come back to this house. We watching your house. We gonna shoot a video in front of your property, Dolph. So what I'm thinking, gang, he say Vice Lords was strong in Memphis. Now watch this, gang. Think about it. I think, this is just alleged, that they tried to make that unaliving. I think her last name was Wilson, but it was Gotti's baby mama's relative. They got unalived in that mix. I think they was trying to set that up to make it look like Dolph had something to do with it, even when they stashed the car back there. Band-Aid gang, let's go listen to this.
Then we just found out the house that they found the...
Now, then we just found out. Just found out. Did you hear what he said? Then we just found out.
I think he got shot too. Then we just found out the house that they found the car was Dolph. folks' name house, the house in Dolph folks' name. So I'm like, damn, yeah. Well, they found that white car was at a house that Dolph them folks owned. But they said that at the same time they said that somebody got killed that parked that car right there. So, but I just think they lying. I think they lying, trying to make it look like, oh, somebody done already got shot. Now they got to catch the other guy and all that old shit. That's part of the gang that they got. When my daughter got killed in Memphis.
There you go. There you go. But you got to do your research to find that. When he said that. So now Dolph owned the house that they put the car. Why they put the car back there? Because they know that car was used in an unaliving, right? And they brought Dolph's cousin with Ryan Ingram. That boy was riding with him. Hold on, let me show you. He was riding with him. Let me show you. Hold on, hit that like button. Let me show you. Then I'm going to look at some other beef that I wanted to bring out to show that we need to know if it's fake beef or real beef. Therefore, we still on top of how the fuck we do shit. This Band-Aid gang, we beat you. Let me do this. I took this video and I put it, okay, my playlist, okay. Are we back? Y'all hear me? All right, thank y'all. If y'all can hear me, let me go to this trial. Bad internet, okay, yeah, gang. I'm 1 second trying to find this for y'all. Murder Mastermind walks. Okay. All right, thank y'all. They coming back. Appreciate y'all coming back. I just went over this the other day. I wanted to show you guys that I do have that on. Let me see here. 29. Okay, if y'all can hear me, please put a 1 in the chat. Let me see here. Okay, we good. Hold on. Let me get to that trial. Hold on. Because I have to show you this because and just make it to where you know everything is guaranteed that happened. They set that young brother up. And they did that young brother like that. Here it is. I think it's right here. Right here. Thank y'all. 35 in the building. Appreciate that. Everybody coming back. Now, this is what I want y'all to see. Here it is. Now, remember the car. Now, listen. This shows you it all. They wanted that boy. They set that boy up. Go right. That's why Ryan Ingram set that boy up. Look.
And you told Trayon, according to what you told them, that people were trying to put your name in as one of the shooters in Dolph's murder.
Yeah, that was for sure.
When was this conversation?
The day after me recognizing that.
Now listen.
The day after we recognized the call we were just saying that.
All right, we back. Y'all hear me? All right, we back. Put a 1 in chat. Y'all hear me? Y'all know how it is, bro. They know we bring that smoke. They want, we gonna fuck with their weather because brother putting that shit out. Yeah. This internet shit is a tricky thing. Let's go. Put a 1 in chat if y'all can hear us. Thank you. Let's go.
I mean, how long you known Trayon?
Thank you, Sedi.
You known him your whole life.
Yes, sir.
He works at a garbage company.
Now listen.
Yes, sir.
Right? He's driving a Benz. How long have you had the Benz?
I can't tell you.
I mean, you
He can't tell you.
almost every day, didn't you?
I said, damn. What up, Flat Out TV?
Did you need a ride
Now
the
listen.
night you say you went over and traded the Benz?
Yes, sir.
Where were you going?
Off Redwood in the mountain.
And Trayon was just taking you.
Yes, sir.
Well, what did you think when he was going to trade his nice...
So they found him. Look, y'all, they brought him in. I said, damn. They brought him in, but they ain't bring the motherfucker in that drove the, Oh, makes a lot of sense. So they didn't bring the person in that drove the, Charger? They ain't bring the person in that was driving the Charger outside the apartment complex that dropped off the med kit, but they brought him in. Make it make sense. Unless, think about it, they couldn't bring in the person that drove the Charger because they were already unalived. I said, damn. So it could have been Teezy, y'all. So Teezy could have been driving the Charger that dropped off the medical kit. That's probably why we didn't see the person. Because it didn't make any sense, Band-Aid Gang. Tell us why you gonna get him, but you're not gonna bring in the person that was driving the Charger that brought them the medical kit. I said, damn. I think it was Teezy. Let's go.
Bought and paid for Mercedes-Benz for an Infiniti Q40.
This is big. So what up, though?
Let me ask you this. For Trayon and you riding around in this Benz that you thought he bought and paid for, didn't carjack to get it.
Okay, Cupcake say his name. Okay, so let's check it out. Cupcake say, no, the guy driving the Charger last name was Hill. Oh, shit. Could he been related to Maurice? I think. I'm trying to verify, but it wasn't Teezy. Okay, we got that. Okay. This shit got real. We beat you. Not a reality show. Big shot. Juke not being questioned or arrested gave the case to the world. Big facts. Amazing they didn't question who brought the medical kit. That part. Why they didn't question him. But you go get him. See, this guy was supposed to be the guinea pig. He was supposed to be a test tube dummy too. Because I believe when Govan said that Cornelius said cousin, right, was bragging about a drill, it was him. But this guy said some weird stuff too. Like he was down with the bullshit in some sense. Now watch this.
When he was riding around with 2 pistols and a Draco in the back.
Texas. In Memphis.
Because that's what he had, right? A Draco style assault rifle.
I can't tell. I just know he had some type of weapon.
Well, you called it a Draco when you interviewed with law enforcement.
Yeah, it should be that.
Right, so that's what it was.
I think his name was Thaddeus or something like that. I think his name was Thaddeus. I think Tippy Toe name was Thaddeus, gang. Something in that nature. Okay, you can say the boy that got shot at the Oak, okay, shut down. Mikey said fucking weirdo. Let's go watch them.
Had some pistols, right?
It was like more than that. It was plenty guns in the car.
And that's what you and Trayon were riding around with.
Yes, sir.
Let me ask you this.
So now, he had to be with the drill because who rides around in stolen cars with guns in the back, like with false plates and ain't scared to Memphis? See, that's how you know Memphis police be down with some shit. Because a motherfucker in a right mind is not gonna be riding around with a bogus plate, a Draco and 2 handguns in the car, just riding around, parking in the light. These motherfuckers know. That's like Hernandez Gotti told earlier and said that the police be in on all type of shit. That's why he switched his lawyer. If y'all remember, he said, that's why I switched my lawyer, because everybody knows everybody. So I guess who be riding around in that beat? They paid the fuck off too, ain't they, Band Day Gang? Somebody got paid off. Someone's looking for the folks that helped kill their mom. Tehran looking more fast cash, folks. Looking for more fast cash, folks. I'm telling you, this case ain't over. See, look, Judge Mays is Govan's federal connection. Thank you, Dave. Thank you, Dave. Shouts out to all the new subscribers. Thank you, gang. It take a village, gang. But I'm telling you, this right now, when you go back to listen to what Govan said, that's what brought me to this. When Govan said that somebody was bragging about a drill, Dolph's cousin, I think it was this guy right here, gang. If you can figure this out, you know the boys on top know the full play. Memphis police and above. Bingo.
November, at least November 16th, 2021, were you affected?
No, sir.
Now listen.
What about Trayon?
I can't tell.
You don't know?
No, sir.
Yeah, you know. Double tap the screen. Let's get that 50 likes, gang.
Well, when you get to Bradley
Now watch this.
that night,
Back to Bradley. They back on Bradley Street. They back on the trap. They on Bradley. Thank you for 51 likes. Let's go.
why do you have to go out and drive the Mercedes?
Look.
So what you told me to do, punk?
He said Trayon told him to get out at the gas station. The setup. They wanted him to get out and be seen. The cousin was talking about the drill. They wanted him to be seen in the car at the gas station pumping the gas. And then they was going to park it on Dolph property. Y'all see what I'm saying? That was the whole play at first. So it looked like Trula be doing both types. Trula was setting everybody up. Trula was setting everybody up. They were setting Dolph up. They was over here setting up Gotti. That's what I'm saying. Trula ain't got no loyalty to nobody but Trula, if you ask me. And these feds gonna find all that out. Y'all think they like, man, y'all think them folks down there playing. They're not wasting their time, gang. They are not wasting their time going to Memphis. They gonna come out of Memphis with something. Mark my word. They just, we just gonna go to Memphis and walk around on the street. Some shit finna come out, gang. Some shit finna come out. Not only the shit Hernandez Govan is saying, man, they finna come out on their ass, gang. This department, they hiding draws all over that motherfucker. Hiding them dirty draws. They on your ass. They got to show. They got, man, look, boy, don't be surprised. Don't you know this motherfucker Trump trying to already hide the fact, but I'm gonna drag him. Yeah, I'm gonna get him. Yeah, I'm gonna get him. See, the last shit I put out on Epstein and them, let me tell you what they did. I just had started that channel. Boy, they took that video. Boy, I was dropping draws on their ass. Now I'm gonna watch how I work on them tomorrow. I'm gonna make them get them and bring the case out. I'm gonna drag their ass so motherfucking bad, gang. The shit I'm gonna show y'all tomorrow. Tomorrow, I might bring it up tomorrow, depending on if they give me a load up out of here. Depending on if they give me a load out of here. Long live Dolph. I mean, goddamn it, I'm goddamn it in Charlotte now. I'm in Charlotte now. Long live Dolph. I really put boots on the ground. I ain't playing no games. Last time I put out the shit, Trump's so goddamn nervous now about that Epstein shit, gang. Boy, that boy probably go down to Memphis and bring him out so he can cover it up. Yeah, but we need to cover this up. We need to go ahead and go through with that Dolph case. Get that Gotti guy up out of here. I don't like him anyway. I like Dolph. I said, damn. Teezy was with Teron when he shot up those two in Covington. Whoa! See how Kimberly do them all type of ways, gang. Nigga called me the other day, and said Trula and hung up. I said, you Trula don't know who you fucking with. Mike, that nigga called him. Mike, no, he called the phone and be like, Trula, nigga, and hung up. That's what they did. Mike, they called you Trula, nigga, and then be like, hey, y'all niggas tired of this shit? Call now, they want to call my gang phone talking all out Trula. Okay, that was Maze was excused from the Memphis case at the beginning on the trial. Okay. Puppy only mirrored the image that was going to him a lot of these other ninjas. Facts. Let's go. Now listen what he said. I want to get this key part in. Y'all watch this.
Driving around. I didn't even know we was going to give it to the truck. I just know when we came around, when I got done pumping gas, we all pulled off, came back around through the store again.
So basically, they wanted the drama to keep going. Trula wanted the drama to keep going. We gonna go over here, shoot up the lady on Covington, keep the beef going. So basically, they wanted to keep the beef going, so they can keep getting paid. They were trying to burn the motherfucker out. So they went over there, and then they was gonna park the car across the street in Dolph family house. So you know that's gonna make what? That's gonna make Gotti and them want to retaliate. So they're just playing a game. Band-Aid gang, let's go.
I ain't know why. I ain't know what he did it for.
And the only time you've been in the car was that night? That Mercedes?
No, sir.
You been in it before? How many times?
Thanks, man, boy.
3 times. Just wanted to get the ride and I called Trula.
What about, did you ever have to get anything out of the trunk for him? Or did you just get in the front seats and, into the passenger seat, in and out?
Yeah, my wallet.
You had to get your wallet out of the trunk?
Yeah, no, it wasn't in the trunk. It was in the car.
Okay. What about the trunk? Did you ever go in the trunk?
Yep.
Never went in the trunk? Never touched the trunk?
No, sir.
Watch this.
You know, you knew there was tags from multiple states in that trunk of that car, right?
No, sir.
You got to change the tags that night?
No, sir.
Watch this, gang.
No idea what the tag was trying. I didn't even know nothing about this. One time I did was get in the car and go.
Exactly. Dave, exactly. They kept that war going.
You thought Trayon had bought that Mercedes, right?
Now look.
I didn't say that. I just said I didn't know where he got
Thank you guys for the lights.
I think earlier you said you thought he bought it. He had a job.
Because we ain't been on in 2 days, and I'm sorry about that, gang. I had some late loads running back in, gang. That's part of the reason.
You had to steal cars too, didn't you?
I had to come all the way to Cali, from Cali.
You knew Trayon took a stolen Infiniti and a Challenger.
No, sir. One time Ken says I told him we had an Infiniti. We ain't have no Challenger. I don't know nothing about no.
Now, if anybody know, you know what I was sketchy about? Now, y'all remember when Onan did, Onan was on their ass on the dispatch, and they were talking about the Infiniti. So y'all remember Onan was on their ass. And okay, Mike said, and you said C-Dub News was wrong, saying Predators was involved with Teezy. Who told y'all? Pre. Now, this is crazy right here, gang. This shit is crazy, gang. These motherfuckers here don't have no remorse for anything that they do. This Trula don't. They don't. They don't. And to me, it's just like a lot of little young guys that's in poverty and they doing anything to eat and they don't care who they get, gang. They don't care who they get. Let's go, gang. Watch this.
So, if the police have a report from your interview that says that they just got it wrong.
Now watch this.
It seemed like,
Okay. Now, when you first got interviewed by the cops in this case, you told them you'd never been in that Mercedes, right?
Now look.
one time I told him I'd never been in a Mercedes when Dolph died. And I have no idea what it is.
Now watch this.
I told him I was in a Mercedes, but he wanted to get around and that's all I told him.
Watch this.
They asked you if you'd ever been to Bolero.
Now here it go.
They showed me the pictures of me at Valero. That's when I told them this word when the day we gave it a try.
But before they showed you that picture, you said you had never been
Thank you for the hearts.
at the gas station, Bolero gas station in Highland.
I didn't even want to tell them nothing really, because I didn't have no dealing with it.
He could have, like you said, you could have got triple cross.
You even were shown a picture of yourself pumping gas and said you didn't know who that person was, right?
Yes, sir.
No, a matter of fact,
You were asked earlier.
Cupcake, I hope everybody read what Cupcake said. So, we're going to do some commentary about that. I didn't check my email, but I will, Cupcake. Promise I'll do that tomorrow. I'm taking tomorrow off. So I'm going to let everybody know. Tomorrow I will be off, but I will be doing all my research. I have a major show coming up the day after tomorrow. That's a banger. We're going to do some numbers on that, gang. And not only that, Cupcake, I'm going to research that because I got some other stuff I want to put out as well. So that'll be following after tomorrow. But I'm putting the whole timeline together so Band-Aid Gang can add a commentary so we can come out and bust their ass. What I'm about to do the day after tomorrow, everybody that's in here 62, please follow my community post because I'm finna come out. I'm finna come out boxing, gang. I'm coming out beating ass, bro. We beat you. That's what we do. But, you know, it was mandatory that I put this out and got this commentary out today. And I'm sorry I'm late again. Respect the channel, Band-Aid Gang. I'm sorry I kept y'all waiting. But I want y'all to hear this specific part.
You knew. You say that.
And I'm going to play one more video. I
want
want everybody to recap that.
Did you ever know why Justin Johnson was getting the Mercedes? Or Straight Drop was getting it? You said no, right?
Yes, sir.
But that's not what you told the police when you were interviewed.
Oh, I know what I was about to say. Do y'all remember that the girl that was sitting on the car? I think that information was on Young Dolph Unsolved. That license plate was to an infinity. I was always wondering, the license plate on that Honda was to an infinity. It was a license plate from an infinity. And that was what she was covering up with her feet. But they were able to get that. So I was like, damn. When I heard that too was to the infinity, I'm like, I wonder if that was the same infinity. He said, old man told me that. Yeah, exactly. But that tag was to an infinity. So, you know, y'all do y'all research. That's on Young Dolph's Unsolved. You can, I'll dig it up and put it on a short. What I'll do is put it on a short and I'll put it on here. Mix that with this on a short just to put that intel out. Anything to put in the ethers to keep the shit going, to let these people know that we watching just as well as the feds are. And if we're not speaking on the internet, the things that we do say on the internet because we know the feds are on the internet, it's not a waste of time. It's not a waste of time. Because, hey, be glad that we're speaking now because, you know, the feds, the National Guards are in Memphis. So that means they're looking. They know what's going on. So if anybody in the Dolph sector give up now, bruh, you giving up on Dolph. You giving up on Dolph. So shouts out to all the content creators in the Dolph sector. All of you guys are from the Dolph sector, so you guys already know what time it is. You know all of us get valuable information. Some of us piggyback off others. Some come with our own original information. That's why I also always stay communicating with my chat. Because like I said, bro, it take a village. We a tribe over here, gang, and this is what we do. Band-Aid gang, let's go.
29, 2001.
Right. Interrogated.
And during your questioning, interrogation, whatever you want to call it, you told them that Drop said he needed the Mercedes-Benz to slide up on his baby mama.
That's what the comment was when he got it for sure.
All right. So earlier you said you were asked directly, did he ever tell you why he needed it, why he wanted it, what he was going to do with it?
That was the comment he made.
Okay.
So if Dolph your cousin, right, and you know dropping the side with CMG and all that shit, this dude suspect. This dude right here is suspect, gang. He is suspect. He's suspect. That's what I thought I did. This guy, Dolph's cousin, he's supposed to be related to Dolph, but you in the car with Drop? Come on, gang. That's why they set your ass up.
He did tell you.
He told me that the comment that was made. I wasn't in none of their business. I don't know now one of them.
Thank you, Cupcake.
I wasn't in their business. I was just sitting in the car doing what I was doing.
And this person, you're saying straight Drop during this interaction, what did you see him do at Valero?
Now what?
When we got there, we got some gas. After we got some gas, we traded an Audi, the Infinity, and the Benz.
See?
We got done getting some gas, we rolled out.
He claimed he doesn't know Drop. Exactly. So he do. So like, thank you, Cupcake, for saying that. We come with our own information over here. And that is so true. And Cupcake, I'm going to do my due diligence and get on that first thing tomorrow. But I want, nobody would have, when we heard this interview, we just looked at it like, okay, the key thing that stood out in this interview, right, before Hernandez Govan spilled the beans, right? So it's a must that I said. We just thought, okay, he interviewed, and the main thing that stood out in your mind when this dude did the interview was like, damn, that was Dolph's cousin. Dolph's cousin's up there. But we didn't think of it as deep as we think about it now, right? Now, after hearing Hernandez Govan say Cornelius said that Dolph's cousin was bragging about a drill. So how do they know? Because they was hanging with him. So this guy is suspect. So now we got to look at him a little bit different. Now we have to look at this guy different. But when we saw his interview, we was like, damn, that's Dolph's cousin, man. That's how you saw it. But when Hernandez Govan spilled the beans, what Cornelius said, he heard from Dolph's cousin. So now we go back, you put more pieces together, and there it is. I've been saying it takes a family member or a close friend to take a king down. Absolutely. His own family member, bro, riding with Dolph's ops. But this guy is gonna say, I just want everybody to hear it. He keeps talking, and he says, we was trying to get rid of the car. What? We was trying to get rid of it. So that means you was down with a drill somewhere if you riding with somebody trying to get rid of the car. But you just said you needed a ride to the store.
At the air pump, it doesn't trade.
We traded. I said, damn.
Now, after you heard Dolph got killed, you called Treyon, right?
Now listen.
No, sir.
You didn't?
I was with you, they outside to drop the yard. And we asked him, did he have anything to do with Dolph being dead? Because if he did, we're not going to be around him. It's simple.
Well, you told detectives that you had a conversation with Treyon after the homicide and stated that you called him.
No, sir.
That's not true?
I was with him on the day of. He dropped me off in Raleigh.
All right.
Whoa.
And you told Trayon, according to what you told them at the time, that people were trying to put your name in as one of the shooters and Dolph's murder.
See? That show they was trying to set him up.
When was this conversation?
With his own people.
The day after?
And parked the car in the yard.
The day after the car we were just in that had something to do with Dolph.
And you already knew the day after. The day after he's killed, you were putting your name in it.
It's my family. Like, they know what car we were just in. Like,
Who's your family? When you say your family, then
Watch this.
Like Dolph. Like they're my family.
Can you explain that to me a little bit more? Are they your blood relatives?
Yes, sir.
How are y'all related?
Okay, send it to me, Cupcake.
And you're saying the family would have known?
Tomorrow, I'm gonna be in my email checking.
Yes, sir.
How would they have known that?
We was calling and letting them know when we got to Ben.
You called Dolph's family.
Look.
All people that were related.
Who'd you call?
I can't tell.
What do you mean you can't tell? You don't know?
They're not.
They call people that was related. That would be the same thing as family. See what I'm saying? It don't make no fucking sense. Now look.
Called Dolph's family.
No. All people that were related.
Who'd you call?
I can't tell.
What do you mean you can't tell? You don't know?
They're not in it.
Who'd you call?
Can't tell. Treon did all the calling.
I thought you just said you called them. They're your family.
They is. Treon did all the calling.
See?
Why is he calling Dolph's family?
They trying to get the car gone.
Why would Dolph's family...
Come on, gang. You trying to get the car gone to Dolph's family, gang? But you supposed to be Dolph's family, gang? I said, damn. He said he can't say woo. Said he can't tell. Now, this shit don't seem right. Now, see, sometimes you got to go back, you got to read a book. Some people read a book once and understand. Some people read a book 5 times to get an understanding. Now we getting a clearer understanding, right? When you heard Hernandez Govan bring this out. That they spoke to Dolph family member that we didn't know all of that. Well, why did Hernandez Govan say that? Makes you say, huh, don't it? But why would you be trying to goddamn sell a car to your own family, gang? To your own family, gang? That was in a Covington shooting. And then they parked the car across the street, still in Dolph's family's property. Make it make sense. Let's go, gang, because we gonna make it make sense.
Yeah. Treon did all the calling.
But why is he calling Dolph's family?
They trying to get the car gone.
Why would Dolph's family know how to get the car gone?
Yeah, just Dolph family. There was plenty of people that were trying to get the car gone.
Well, you just said it was Dolph's family. You were calling. That's who we're talking about, Mr. Garner.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you stole the car.
Now you miss it.
And back again. You said earlier you didn't even know that the car was stolen.
Why you keep saying I stole the car?
Why are you trying to get the car gone if you didn't steal it?
I didn't steal it, but Treon was trying to get the car gone.
So Trayon stole it.
I don't know.
Backdoor Dolph.
Why is he trying to get rid of the car? If he bought it.
I can't tell you, and I didn't say he bought it. I didn't know where he got it from.
I said, damn.
So you're in a car, however Trayon got it, that you're calling, you say, Dolph's family, before he's killed, to try to get rid of the car, for whatever reason.
It was way before Dolph was even dealing with Dolph. Like, we've been trying to get the
You're right. Compel the witness to answer.
He didn't have nothing
and AI asked to treat him as a hostile witness. The judge couldn't even force him to tell. Exactly.
He was trying to get the car. I didn't get in his business. It's not my business. I'm just getting in here to get a ride.
Nope. R study, nope.
It was way before Dolph was killed.
Watch.
How far before?
All right, we back, y'all. I'm gonna put my hotspot back on, gang. That's how they do you, gang, when you rocking the show. Okay, he was already in jail on another charge, but he got no time. Anything Dolph related. Wow. Ready? Y'all double tap. Thank y'all for the 56 likes. Give me 1 second, gang. All right, I'm still here, gang. So, all right, Band-Aid gang. Let me say this before I go to the next video, because it's clear that Dolph was backdoored. So let me, by his own people. So it's mandatory that I showed you that. So let me go to this other piece of information that I got here. I want to see what, because we know the situation between Sko and Hernandez Govan having a relationship. Now, what I did was, I didn't really look at the commentary with Just Say No to Sko, because I said, you know what? I'm going to look at it with the gang, and we can look at it and really do some commentary on it. So, he came out with this the other day. Shouts out to him and his channel, whatever they doing. I want to use this fair use commentary, because it was ironic that Just Say No to Sko was actually, going against Hernandez Govan. So I said, let me go ahead and watch it with my people. Friday night. It's 12 o'clock where some of you guys are. But let's go ahead and look at the commentary on it. Thank you guys, too. I just wanted to really clean up what we had before anything else new comes out. So we'll be on top of that. I didn't want to fall behind on anything else, because the shit that, when Hernandez, the first video I showed you, I already had that fucking ready. I just had 2 long trips that had me starting, ending out late. So we already was on top of that shit, gang. Like we always do. I'm going to go ahead and rock out with you guys on this one. Thank you, Mike. Thank you, everybody, for coming in. I'm going to rock it out, run up some numbers for the channel to keep it in the algorithms. That's why I said, fuck it. Thank you, Mike. I try not to.
Said the lips. You've been talking a little bit more.
Now, here it is. I tried to, well, we would have been way ahead of this, gang. We would have been way ahead of this. But it was due to me. I'm back, and we're going to keep our channels rocking, and we're doing pretty good. And it ain't do nothing better.
Make sure y'all smash the like button and subscribe to this platform.
Fair use commentary under Act 107. Channel is Just Say No to Sko.
You might want to get offline, fam. And then I know you're feeling kind of famous right now. You know what I mean? You
now this is supposed to be Hernandez Govan, old partner.
It's on and pop in, bro. They tricking you, bro.
Guess it's weather bad. They trying to do us all type of ways.
Flacco, what he was trying to do, what you done trying to get you lined up. But these questions they asked you, Vlad, Adam 22, you ran straight to white boys, man. You came on.
And he got a point on that.
Went straight to the white boys. The world warned you. I'm not going to sit down with some white boys, but you did anyway. Exhibit A right here. You finna get your Gotti indicted, fam. Now,
didn't we just say that?
Since, you know what I mean? You beat your case. You know, you've been a little more loose at the lips. You feel me? You've been talking a little bit more.
Tell him, Sko.
Your trial, y'all made your attorney super shout to Manny. He did his thing. Manny did his thing. Manny made everybody feel like, you know, Cornelius Smith was a liar, a pillhead, a junkie. He lied about everything. Why would he throw quit in this for no reason at all? I mean, why would he just threw my client in this? So I think people in your trial feel like, yeah, he's a liar. Cornelius Smith is a liar. But now you going back saying that now Cornelius Smith was telling the truth about everything except for you. You telling the truth.
Exactly. That Band-Aid game. Everything except for him. dragging him. If we gonna drag him all the way out then. Knock his drawers completely off. Kick a knot in his draw. We gonna make it hard. Go, Van, we on your ass. That's why I said, let me run it up so you can run across one of these videos and see how we done you all type of ways. Who is that? You already done stole how I talk. So you must have seen something, right? But we gonna make it hard for your ass to sleep, my nigga. We on your ass. Don't play with me, boy. Let's go.
Right, and yes, this was a CMG hit on Young Dolph by saying that you overheard the conversation between Cornelius Smith and Jook. Remember, people was thinking Cornelius Smith was a liar. This wasn't really sticking to CMG quite like that after your trap. It was like 50-50. Yeah, he got drop locked up. His testimony got drop locked up, but this testimony really didn't.
You're right, Mike.
You walked on. So can you believe Cornelius or not? Well, you just confirmed that yes, you can believe Cornelius Smith. Just not about the part about you. Just think that.
Right.
Because you now saying that you overheard Cornelius Smith and Bobby having a conversation with Jook about young Dolph trying to kill your guy.
Exactly. Now, tell us, Sko, how the hell they was gonna make that happen, gang? How the fuck did they make that? Chuck ain't wanna. Come on, gang. You overheard it. What? That boy just gonna sit outside, gang. We know Cornelius went in that house. He gonna say he gonna go back in. I never heard of that story before, so I just went back inside the house and finished discussing the deal. No, you brought that boy in the house. It was already planned for him to go over there. That's why Jook was over there in the first place, bruh. It wasn't to discuss no record deal. So dope fiends they was over there, and they wasn't over there discussing a record deal, gang. They was over there discussing the unaliving of Dolph, bro. That's what it was. It had nothing to do that night. Now, it might have been another night, gang, that they was talking about some record deal shit in the middle of the ghetto on Bradley Street. Y'all talk about a record deal on Bradley Street. Y'all was talking about an unaliving, gang. Let's go. I can't believe they try to goddamn play us. This ain't the Play You channel. This ain't the dumb dope fiend. This ain't the Cornelius Peel channel. This ain't the Peel Popper channel, bro. We're not falling for the okie doke, bro. Now let's drag him with Sko. Double tap that screen. Let's get 60 likes.
Bobby is dead, of course. I guess you can rat on a dead man.
Right.
Yo Gotti, the head of CMG, is still very much alive. And some of the things that you were saying and admitting to now, bro, like overhearing this conversation.
Put a 1 in the chat if you can hear me now, Band-Aid Gang. This shit finna get nasty. Watch this. Watch this. Put a 1 in the chat. Watch this, Mike. I just popped them. Watch this. I'm finna take y'all back. Back down memory lane. They fucked up. Our sturdy, they done fucked up just now. Right here on live. Coral, I'm about to do them all type of ways. Now watch this. Listen to this. Watch this. And I'm finna take you back down memory lane and show you the play. Watch this.
And that's when he was approached by Cornelius and Bobby. And
Joe kind of just shrugged it off.
I'm about to do them all type of ways. Watch this, Mike. Sometimes you just gotta go back. Do you guys remember when Sedi Nash was talking about Hernandez Gotti brother was supposed to do it? But we never had heard that, right? We always saying, what the fuck is he talking about? What is Sedi Nash talking about? The brother was supposed to do it. Because we never heard that, right, Band-Aid Gang? I popped his ass. Popped him again. So how did Sedi Nash know that Bobby was all around there and all of that if he didn't talk to Hernandez Govan ahead of time? We beat you. We beat you. So that whole thing, like I said, was all script. When Sedi Nash went live and Justice for Dolph came out and popped his ass and said, what the fuck? And we all was like, even true results. What is he talking about? The cousin was supposed to do the hit. We never heard that shit. We've been following the case. So when Sedi Nash came out with that shit, we was like, what the fuck is he talking about, bro? So now with them, Hernandez Govan saying that he was approached by Straight Drop and Bobby, what'd that tell you? That Hernandez Govan and Sedi Nash had already planned that conversation. So Hernandez Govan did call that boy earlier. He did call Sedi Nash and told Sedi Nash to make that narrative about Bobby. Ain't that his name, Bobby? Can't beat the Most High, gang. See, now we popped you, Hernandez Govan. You did pay that boy earlier to make up that narrative before you went on trial. And say his cousin was about to do it. So when you came on Sedi Nash channel, just like we said, it was all a play. And guess who popped him again and came up with it first again? We beat you. There's your answer right there, Band-Aid Gang. Told in real time. How did Sedi Nash know that Bobby was there? How did Sedi Nash know that? And now that it made it clear that Bobby and Cornelius was together at the door with Juke, how did Sedi Nash know that? Because you called him and told. So if you told Sedi Nash that, you done told the police a whole lot of shit, nigga. Nigga, we beat you. Yeah, we beat you. So all the CCs, we need you to talk about this. I'm waiting on the Dolph sector to drag your ass on that one. How did you know? How did Sedi Nash know and be making this narrative that we all thought, because we never heard that? He got on there and said, see, what don't nobody know is that Dolph's cousin was supposed to go do Govan's cousin was there and he was supposed to do that. We was like, we never heard that Govan Cub brother was at the house. Now we know why they call each other brother. We beat you. Yeah, we beat you. Well, we just kicked the knot in your motherfucking drawers. You lie. See, Sedi Nash, you cap. See, Sedi Nash, I just popped you too. You cap. You sat up there and lied. Act like you was gonna ride around and beat Govan up and meet him in your town, LA, but you from Sacramento. I said, damn. So LA ain't the city. Far as we know. So Govan called you and tried to put it on Bobby. That's what you did. And you came up and started talking about a man that nobody knew who the hell you was talking about. But now we know. So that now that puts you as a making that phone call with Sedi Nash while you was on trial before you went to try to flip the narrative and put it on somebody else. And then when you came on Sedi Nash channel, we always wondering, why is he acting mad at Sedi Nash? Because it all was a fucking act, just like I showed you guys. They was reading from a script. They kept looking at what they were reading. I told you that. We beat you, bro. Now we know that was all the play with Sedi Nash. That all you niggas is the goddamn police. Who are these people? Who are these people? Who are they, gang? Who are these people? Why did he call that person? Why did he call Sedi Nash? Why did Sedi Nash get on there and do that? Tell me why Sedi Nash called and brought up this man that we didn't even know who he was talking about, because we never heard that story about Hernandez Govan brother was supposed to do the hit. We never had heard that, gang. And now, as they continue to talk, and he continues to talk, now we see that Bobby, he's making it seem like Bobby was outside with Cornelius. So now we see Bobby came into play before anybody was there. Like Mike said, we ain't supposed to be listening. But we beat you, gang. Now we know. And I hope one of these CCs from the Dolph sector drag you a little bit better on that one than I did. I'm going to be sitting back, boy, laughing like a motherfucker. That nigga C-Dub, same nigga over there that spotted them people. That boy spotted them people. There were 4 people in the store. That boy over there be looking at everything. I can't stand this meddling ass. All that nigga do is sit around in that 18-wheeler and watch me all goddamn day. I sure did. I sure did. I can't stand that nigga in that truck. All that nigga do is sit up and watch you. I sure did. I watch everything you do. I don't miss a beat. And I beat you. Yeah, I beat the cookie store too. Raven did her all type of ways. Kicked the knot in her drawers. Bust the cookie shop. Showed you the people in the store. Done all of that. Showed you what? I showed you all that goddamn shit. Me and Oné and them did. The Dolph sector, we all participated, but we kicking you in your ass. Hernandez Govan, Sedi Nash, you a fraud. Now go run and tell that to your boyfriend, Govan. Y'all knew both of y'all looked tender, dick. Tender. The G-string sisters. I said, damn. Now you over there playing hoe. I'ma play hoe over here. Now you playing hoe. Don't come over here talking that shit. Oh, C-Dub guy I seen. Don't come on your channel with that shit, because I'ma extra drag you. I'ma get on that skull cap, you alien. Fucking aliens. Who sent you, nigga? Oh, yeah, I know. Gotti. Gotti sent you. Let's go. Get his ass, go.
Ticket. He didn't really pay attention to it, or what?
I mean, you know,
They did get to have that conversation with him. Probably.
Yeah.
I said, damn.
Definitely had the
We
conversation.
peeped the play.
To my surprise,
Sedi Nash is a fraud. He been new.
Knew what he was talking about. Matter of fact, you asked him how did he know that, and he said,
Look,
he had a aunt
look, there you go.
or something over there.
Juke asked him, how did he know that? What? He was in the house. That's how what Juke said. We was in the house. That boy didn't wait outside. Him and Bobby. How does it what? No, November 2? November 2? Boy, it was getting cold in Memphis. Probably was raining on that day. Nigga ain't sitting out. I'ma just sit outside and wait on Juke to come out. Boy, you was over there worried about walking across the street at that goddamn house and getting your ass shot by Govan. So you better been worried about getting your ass shot by Juke walking outside if that was the fake play. Dope fiend. Let's go.
That lived by his dad, and Dolph had been bragging on.
They love me to do commentary because I get on your ass. I watch everything. And I smell your ass. I watch, I smell.
He been over there.
We back.
Bobby dead. He been over there.
We back.
Bobby dead now, Chuck dead now. Niggas start talking a little bit more about Bobby and Chuck. So, you want us to believe that, or this is what you're saying, is that
right.
Chuck, we heard you say you was a street nigga. You been in the streets for forever.
Right.
A murder car just killed young Dolph across the street from your house.
Thank you, Mike.
Well, Chuck was in the streets longer than you, and you telling us that Chuck just started talking to two random ass niggas he didn't know. About murder for hire for young Dolph, and he believed that these.
Tell him, hey, he just did them all type of ways. Say it again, Sko. Say it again, Sko. Say that again, so let's hear it.
I'm over there. That lived by his dad, and Dolph had been bragging on the drill that he, sent some people to get over with Gotti. And Gotti was in the Rolls bulletproof truck.
Now, wow. That was a lot. So
he was in the Rolls Royce bulletproof truck. I said, damn, what did the Rolls Royce bulletproof truck have to do with? He was in the Rolls Royce bulletproof truck. I said, damn.
So you telling us quick that Juke didn't even know Cornelius or Bobby, didn't even know these niggas, and you made it clear that Bobby's the one who, Bobby dead now, so you made it clear that Bobby the one who brought Cornelius over there to that neighborhood while you was locked up. So
yep.
Had been in your neighborhood, hanging around long before you even got out of jail.
Right.
He been over there. Bobby brought him around. Bobby dead now, Juke dead now. Niggas start talking a little bit more about Bobby and Juke.
There you go.
So, you want us to believe that, or this is what you're saying, is that Juke we heard you say you was a street nigga. You been in the streets for forever. You would never allow some nigga to park a hot stolen car or a murder car and just kill young Dolph across the street from your house.
That's what he said.
Well, Juke was in the streets longer than you, and you telling us that Juke just started talking to two random ass niggas he didn't know about murder for hire for young Dolph, and he believed that these two niggas know Dolph cousins. They connected with Dolph family. They know Dolph family, know him so good where they was telling them about Dolph trying to kill.
And as we found out, that part was true. That they did. Now all of this was said, right, gang? But I don't believe Bobby was there. I believe it was just Cornelius. Cornelius never said that Bobby was in there. Cornelius said when he went to the house that he let him in and said, this is Lil C that was putting in the work. He didn't say nothing about Bobby. So why did Hernandez Gotti implicate Bobby in this? Make it make sense. Mike, you right. You said it. Let's go, Band-Aid gang.
And Juke just went for it. Juke just started just saying, these niggas know Dolph cousins. These, far as he know, these could be Dolph.
So what? Exactly. So Juke didn't tell them to put their phone up, Sko. Juke didn't tell them to put their phone up, and you're right. Think about that. Why he told them to go put the phone up at first? But now he outside. What was you at, Hernandez Gotti? This all took place inside, nigga. But allegedly, I'm thinking Bobby wasn't there. You just put Bobby in this story. You just put Bobby in the story. You ain't like Bobby. You just threw me away. Then tell me why, if he was gonna make y'all hide y'all phones, that he didn't check Bobby while he was doing all this talking. Did Bobby them, if they sitting outside Hernandez go in? So you mean to tell me he didn't make they put up their phones? I said, damn, we beat you again. Cause now that mean they talking, and they could have been recording Jook. So Jook gonna take that chance? Outside now? I said, damn, we doing them all type of ways.
People, but Jook just start talking to niggas about a murder. That damn crazy, my nigga. Like,
right.
I thought Jook was a street nigga. You mean to tell me just two random niggas in the hood walked up on you and said, yeah, we know Dolph people, and they was telling us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And Dolph been trying to get up with Gotti. And Jook took that and ran with it and said, yeah, let's put this thing together.
And Cornelius ended up doing a drill out of nowhere. So was the drill for free? Yeah, let's go do a free drill. I mean, so you think Jook just said, all right, I'll give you 100,000. Oh yeah, go get it done. Here go 100,000. Real quick. Come on, go man. We haunting your ass right now. We haunting you in your sleep. Boy, I know you hope you don't see this one. This one right here make you not eat for 2 days, nigga. It had you madder than 10 niggas on this motherfucker. I said, damn, cause I'm madder than 10 niggas right now, gang. After the shit, after the shit that we dragging you with, gang. You tell me that. So if they go do the, if this lie that you want us to believe, then tell us how this straight drop just go do the drill with Cornelius. It should have been Bobby then. It should have been Bobby and straight drop. How the hell straight drop end up on the unaliving scene with Dolph and Cornelius after talking to Jook? I said, damn, let's go.
They don't sound right, bro. But you
No.
are confirming to people that no matter how it played out, whether you involved or not, Jook did have that conversation.
Yes.
CMG had the conversation with Cornelius Smith straight dropping.
He said CMG. Thank you, Sko. Sko getting his ass up out of this. Sko don't want no parts of Hernandez go van. And he trying to save Raven. So what that come in at? We got to see how that's going to play out with Raven now. We got to see. We got to see. Because it's still alleged that it could have been a play going on in there. I know it's still fishy with the shoes and all that. Somebody, I believe, knew what was going on in that goddamn cookie shop, and Dolph was there to pick up the pack. That's not changing with me, gang. That's not changing, but that probably could have been all, the cookie shop could have been plugged in with Dolph. And it leaked, and he got popped. But it also could be alleged that they might not have had nothing to, Dolph was plugged in with the cookie shop. Dolph trusted them. Dolph was doing business with the cookie shop, gang. Let's be for real. He was doing business with the cookie shop. Somewhere the cross came in. We don't know who Dolph was on that phone with. Dolph could have been on the phone with the person that set him up. Dolph could have been on the phone with somebody from PRE to set him up. His own people could have set him up. We see that his own cousin was up there doing the cross. This shit get deep. Who are these people? Band-Aid gang. Let's go.
About taking young Dolph's life. Fam, they commit friends trying to indict Yo Gotti. Not saying just off that.
See?
That's a good start right there. Not to mention all the other pieces they got.
Yep.
Big Jook is gone. They can still say, you know what, this was a hit from CMG, from the label. That money was coming from the label.
Yes, thank you. That's why they keep mentioning. That's why Cupcake, the ground team, know what's finna happen, gang. We just counting down. And guess what? We gonna have evergreen content. We done made history. Because we never gave up. Most High taught me never value lesson. Another value lesson. What comes out your mouth? I was madder than 10 niggas, but was disciplined me because he's holy. Okay. That part. But it's real, gang. This shit got so many corners that we can't cut. We can't cut out yet. This ain't the run channel. This ain't the I'm finna leave. No, this ain't the leaving channel. We not finna play hoe. We not finna play hoe on this motherfucker game. We gonna get on here and we gonna dissect everything. We gonna talk about it. This Band-Aid game, we not gonna miss a beat or any possibilities. That's why we drop gems over here, gang. That's why they rock with us. That's why they rock with us. That's why these people rock with us. Come in, hey, what's up? Because we don't miss a beat, gang. And let's go.
I know Chuck got his own money, Gotti got his own money, but they can still think, nah, they was under the same company, same umbrella. This came from CMG.
Yep.
You gotta get offline quick. I know you're running with Rudy and Sedi Nash now, but you gotta get offline, fam. You done killed all the mysterious gangsterness about yourself that people will think.
Yep.
You gotta get offline. I know you wanna be famous now, so you think sitting in front of no jumper is everything, and you know what I mean?
Yep.
You think, you know what I mean, all the bloggers speaking on you now, you feeling good and all, man, it's all finna be famous. Nigga, no, you're not, nigga. It is, nigga, your ass need to keep your head on a swivel, nigga.
Yeah.
But I'm not saying you should kill a niggas in the streets and nothing like that. I would never put that on. But, man, nigga, you giving the public enough to say, man, this nigga lane line, you damn sure can fuck around your guy and die.
Yep.
Let's check back in, man. Check back in.
That gets deep. All right, so what was to your knowing, what was Cornelius and Straight Drop's relationship at that time? Because you knew both of them separately, but they happened to both be at your crib the same.
Yeah, so it's like Cornelius coming over regularly to buy pills, which that was basically my relationship with him.
Now, you know what, gang? We done some remarkable shit tonight, gang. Hold on. We done 95 in the building. Run this bitch up, gang. I told y'all I was gonna stay with y'all to make up for what we did. And that's what we done did. 95, run it up, gang. Let's go. Tap that screen, 63 likes. Let's run it up. Let's keep our channel in the algorithms. I said our channel, not mine.
You know what I'm saying? Calling me big bro, so you might sit down, roll a blunt, just chill or whatever, and of course, he might see Drop or whatever, go on and comment, or they might just so happen to be there at the same time or however,
You're welcome, Mike.
They didn't even really.
I'm doing it for everybody who got insomnia tonight. Let's go.
So, what's up, you know what I'm saying, or whatever, and they were never kicking it on their own or riding around or nothing like that. I just think that Drop, Cornelius gave an impression to Drop that he was, like that, in the streets or whatever the case may be. And if what the jury said happened is true, then maybe Drop at the last minute or whatever felt like, let me get somebody who say he like that and they say he like that and just
So that means that you saying that somewhere Straight Drop talked to Juke about it. But you saying that Cornelius and Bobby talked about it. Nigga, please, bro. Why Straight Drop gonna do the drill? The drill was to assassinate Dolph and get the goddamn record deal. Hands motherfucking down, bro. You got it coming, boy. You got it coming, boy. And for sure, God gonna show us. And like Sko said, boy, you need to get off the internet. God gonna show us, gang. And we gonna keep updating the streets on everything that this guy got going on when it make sense. That's why I cleared up everything that needed to be cleared up. We heard you talk about your daughter's situation. May she rest in peace, gang. May she rest in peace. I wish nothing on nobody's daughter because I got a daughter. That's another story. But with what happened to your daughter and the stuff that came out, it's time for you to chill and relax. But it's not meant for him to chill and relax, gang, because the Most High has to make an example out of this man so we can see in real time that the Most High, what goes around comes around. And we know that. That is universal law. Sure as the earth is round, it's gonna come back around, gang. We just waiting on your timestamp, gang. We waiting on your timestamp. That's all it is right now, gang. The timestamp. The Dolph sector has put it in the ethers. We in the ethers with it, bruh. And what you need to pay attention to before I get ready to close this live, he got this bet with Quay shit, right? But so this goes out to all the people that's over there supporting this guy, gang. So to all your supporters, Hernandez Govan, I'm going to tell our supporters something, which is the Band-Aid gang. We beat you, channel. We beat you. I want you to pay attention to this. Quay calls himself Bet with Quay. And he goes online and he's talking about bets with football, right? You guys better pay attention to that street talk. Them subliminal codes that he's talking, if you know what I'm saying. And I said, damn, Mr. I ain't said a word, but you know what I'm saying. So you people that's making those bets are either the plug, what's coming in, and he's doing it online to probably pop your ass too. But you're so dumb to know. So when he's online making these bets talking about the football game, maybe he's talking about the pack coming in. And he's hollering your name, and you think that you got this code talk coming. Hernandez Govan is still over there betting with Quay, talking in code. He's talking in code when he's making those bets. Pay attention why he's on there talking about them bets. He doing it right in your face. Just like he's doing right now. Doing it right in your face. You're a rat, Hernandez Govan. Your paperwork's all on the street. So now you took your business to the internet. Even your hustling with your bets is code talk. But real niggas know. Please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Thank you for all the new subscribers that came to the channel. 2 is better than 1. We'll take anything we can get. This channel will be growing and it will be more content coming. Y'all tune in tomorrow or the day after. Y'all know I'm cooking tomorrow. Thank you, Dub. They placing bets, but those are deals. They placing debt. They placing deals, okay? He's doing it right online. But the person that he's making the bet with might be thinking they plug talking, but thinking it's hidden. But he's talking to the feds, letting them know the plug talking. Because Hernandez Govan love to say his people's names. I said, damn. That's cold talk that he get going on. And y'all know, thank you saying I'm cooking. And Hernandez Govan is for dinner. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So anytime you make another move on the internet and it makes sense to where you tie yourself up, I'm gonna drag you. I'm gonna be right there in your bushes with a brand new pack of Band-Aids, ready to watch you leak. Yeah, you know you gonna leak some shit. We're just gonna patch you up, buddy. We're just gonna patch you up. So everybody, please pay attention to my community wall. I will talk to you through the community wall on the next live, which will be a day after tomorrow, because I'm cooking up some shit. And I got to go back to the team. Y'all heard Cupcake say we got some information to reveal. And that will be coming not the day after tomorrow, but the day after that. Because the day after tomorrow, we dropping a banger, and I'm creating the next show. Always remember, when Band-Aid game ain't goddamn it on live, we cooking. And it's always worth the wait. And the channel will grow. So thank you guys for joining me tonight. Hope everybody having a beautiful weekend. Make sure you stay prayed up and be blessed that you on top of the ground and not under it. And always remember, I know it get hard out here, but we all going through the same thing. and it's called life. I'm C-Dub, Mr. I ain't said a word, but you know what I'm saying? And I said, damn. And for all you newcomers, make sure you come with your Band-Aids and pitch in. And thank you for joining the channel. Because this is a family. And thank you for becoming a part of our family. This is Band-Aid Gang. We beat you. And I'm out. I said, damn. Peace.